creating breakout structures to the upside over and over again. Breakout structures are happening, following each other, so the order flow is bullish. Right after the last breakout structure, right after the last recent 50-minute demand creation, I will just write 50-minute here so you will be remember. So right after the last recent 50-minute breakout structure, price forms a range, right? So it forms a clear AMD. There will be a range. So what can you do in this situation? So of course you are expecting the continuation of the bullish trend, right? Because you are expecting bullish trade continuations because the trend, the order flow is bullish. So you are mainly looking for bullish trades. Everything that happens in between this low point and in between this high point is substructure, right? Because this is the last low point, this is the last high point. So we are expecting a continuation on this 50-minute demand area. So these movements right here are substructural movements. This is a range. This is AMD. So what can we do in this situation? Let me just present both of the sides that could happen here. So first of all, if price sweeps out the upside first, upside liquidity is getting swept out. In this case, I'm asking you guys, what can we expect if the upside is getting swept out first? What are we expecting if this upside is getting swept out first? What will happen here? No, please don't draw on my screen until I'm asking you to draw. Only draw on my screen if I ask you to draw on my screen, please. Thank you. Use the chat. I just literally explained what will happen here. Flip the demand, bearish continuation. Exactly. The thing will happen here is that price will manipulate all of the long orders here because now you can imagine it, right? Now you can imagine it that why the unexperienced traders will think that this will be a breakout structure, because technically it's a breakout structure. We are breaking out of the range, creating a new demand area and the continuation of the bullish order flow, right? This is what's happening. But in reality, these orders right here will be trapped, will be manipulated. All of these orders right here will be manipulated. And yeah, that's the thing we can expect, that all of these orders will be manipulated here. Second side of the range will be swept out, meaning the downside will be swept out, meaning we will have a new supply area somewhere around here where we can expect a continuation and we will be able to take shorts all the way down to that original, less recent valuable demand area. So that's the thing we can expect here, right? So this is the case when the upside sweep happens first. And of course, there could be another case where price can come up to this supply region, and without coming up to this supply region, it just continues all the way down. Sorry, let me just draw it. Continues all the way down to the demand where it creates a confirmation. And now you can target the high point. Now you can target the high point because trend is still bullish. We are still expecting bullish trades. And if price reacts on this 50-minute area, then likely this supply won't give any reaction because it's a substructural supply area, not a real structural supply area. And trend and order flow is still bullish. So we are expecting the continuation of the bullish trend. And we are expecting a break of this supply and a break of this high point also. So these are the two outcomes in a bullish example when price sweeps the upside first. Let me just read the chat. Yeah, but then we are still bullish order flow. Exactly. That's what we will do in this case. We will always expect a reaction on this 50-minute demand because order flow and trend is still bullish. And it just gives a temporary opportunity for you. So after the second sweep, it gives you a temporary short opportunity. So you can take these short trades all the way down to this demand, and these will be safe to take shorts. Okay, so these are the two scenarios. Let me just draw them again right here. All right. Now let me just explain these scenarios where the downside range sweep happens first and the upside happens second. So here we are. All right. Okay, so what happens if the downside is getting swept out first? Price sweeps at the downside first. What can we expect right here? What is the answer? What are we expecting after the downside is getting swept out? Write it down in the chat, please. What are we expecting after the downside sweep? Up move and sweep, upside, click the supply, upside swept, and bullish continuation. Exactly, that's what we are expecting, because all of the orders that has been opened here will be swapped out, right? All of the orders will be swapped out here because unexperienced traders will think that this was a change of character to the downside. They will be looking for shorts right here. They will be aiming for short trades, or we'll be just simply opening a 50-minute direct limit order here on this supply. But we know that this is a range sweeping concept and we don't want to get trapped here. So we will be waiting for the upside sweep 2. And if the upside sweep happens, then we will be able to take confirmation entry based off of this 50-minute demand zone that has caused the second sweeping direction. So if the upside is getting swept out, then we can mark out this demand area right here. So let me just change the colors. So we can mark out this demand area right here. And in this case, this demand will be a real valuable demand area. Technically, there's no other liquidity below this demand that has to be swept out. So the liquidity has been already swept out. So meaning this demand is not part of the liquidity, meaning this demand is safe to open a limit order on, safe to wait for a confirmation on. And if price confirms this demand, then we can open a long trade based off of this 1 minute confirmation that happens inside of the 50-minute area and target the higher point or target higher liquid regions. So yeah, this is the first scenario, but there's a second scenario too. No, there's a second scenario too, where price sweeps the downside first, upside second, where it will come down to this demand, flip the demand, react on the original demand area, and continue the order flow to the upside. So there's a chance that price will just simply sweep out this area to sweep out this demand. Actually, there's a higher chance that this demand will hold, and there's a lower chance that this demand will break. But you know, you have to get prepared for everything. But you can still keep this demand on your chart. You can still expect a reaction there, and you can still wait for the reaction if the the upper demand is getting swept out. But mainly you can expect a reaction here on the sweeping demand every time. So it will happen in really high percentage of the times. So yeah, that's how we use the range sweep. That's how we use the AMD concept. This is how we trade the ranges. This is what we do when we see a range. For example, on the 15-minute chart, and once again, we are mainly using this on the 15-minute chart. And of course, if you see a range on the 1-minute chart, you don't have to do the exact same thing. You don't have to come from these areas. If you would see this on the 1-minute chart, you can just simply set a limit order here, and this will be functioning as liquidity to take, and this will be functioning as liquidity to target. So technically, there's no point to use the range sweeping concept on the 1-minute chart. That's why we are mainly using it on the 15-minute. But that's how you can use it. That's the logic behind it, and that's how you can actually make money with these range sweeping concepts. And now that I created an educational separate dedicated video for this topic and will be uploaded to the educational topic channel, hopefully you will be remembering for this scenario, for this concept for the rest of your life. So yeah, I'm just stopping the recording for this part, and this will be uploaded to the educational topics channel.